man, sekunjalo, it's Friday. You know what time it is. You're kicking off the weekend, and of course, you're kicking it off the right way with On the Couch with Umjaka, powered by Super Bets. Like and subscribe our YouTube channel to get all the notifications that you want, to keep up with our updates, to get promotions and enter our competitions. Of course, subscribe and like right now to keep up with us. And when this episode, this special episode will drop on Friday, every single Friday. Every single week, I get the opportunity, I get the honor to hang out with Mzansi's finest footballers, of course, as well as media personalities. And they get to share a piece of their journey, to let us know if they still love the game, if they're still connected to the game, share their love for the game and why they got involved with the game, of course. And of course, I'm going to put them on the spot to make some predictions. And today is a special one because it's Soweto Derby week. And there's very few people who've experienced the Soweto Derby and won. None other than Daine Klate, the legendary, if I may say. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Thanks for gracing us with your presence. Let's have a look at our promo. We always have to remind you with those predictions and your bets that you do place over these weekends. For the big game, stick to your limits. Always check your balance and play wisely. Bet without regrets. That's a message by Super Bets. I did say we've got Daine Klate, the legendary, in here with us to share his journey in football that many of you might know, but we want to delve deeper into why he placed himself in that. Because I know you played a bit of cricket as well.
Yeah, like cricket in my spare time. I had to choose between soccer and cricket at one stage, so
yeah,
I chose soccer obviously because of the
passion. Let's run it back then to Gqeberha, because Gqeberha is known for cricket rugby.
Yeah.
You know, before Chipper especially, which was your time, there wasn't much said about football. You know, if you are in football, you do know about the Copenhagen Academy that was there.
Yes.
You know about the university that was playing really well, Blackburn.
Yes.
You know, but you had to be really deep into football to know that stuff. But professionally, I don't know what motivated you guys there to believe. Or no, Soweto guys, they meet footballers all the time. Cape Town guys, they'll see Benny McCarthy and all these guys on TV and believe that they can make it. But how was the vibe for you guys as footballers?
Yeah, growing up in PE, I think I started playing football when I was 8 years old for Glenville Celtic. 1990, I think I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
It was the World Cup.
Started.
So I was 5 years old, you know, the World Cup on TV.
Yeah.
Diego Maradona with Argentina.
Yeah.
You know, Italy was doing well at the time.
Baggio with the nice
you know, Germany with Müller
yes,
and all
sir.
that. So, you know, it goes back to that. And once you see stuff on TV, it inspires you.
Yeah.
And you end up playing in the streets.
Yeah.
You know, and then obviously club football there's club football all over the place.
Of course, yeah.
So started when I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Playing for Glenville Celtic. And from there on in, it was just a career.
Sure. Who did you grow up supporting locally and abroad?
Locally, Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
Myself and Rio van Heerden.
Yeah.
Also represent Bafana.
Yeah.
He's also from PE.
Yeah.
Used to go to school together.
Sure.
Walk to school every day together.
Yeah.
So I think the two of us growing up together.
Yeah.
I think it was fantastic for us.
Sure.
But he was Chiefs, I was Pirates. So we had that rivalry.
I hope he's watching because you're gonna be making some predictions against his team here today, and I hope he comments and says otherwise. Yeah, man. And Ariel, are you still in contact with him?
Yeah, he's the coach of NMU.
Yeah.
He's coaching at NMU.
Where it started for him.
Yeah. So he's also busy with his UEFA license.
Nice.
And we're still in contact. He was at every single session of me when I was a Chipper United head coach.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were taking the notes.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say he was taking notes. I think he was just kind of, because he's also into coaching.
Sure.
I think we always have a keen interest in each other's careers.
Yeah, of course.
So nothing has changed.
Sure, man. Then School of Excellence happened. And School of Excellence, you know, back in those days, you know, you had to be really good to get selected. I mean, and I say this without prejudice, you know, to anybody. But in those days, it really was about that. Like, the scouts actually went to a tournament and would pick you to come to School of Excellence. How did that happen for you?
Just one Saturday morning, I was on my way actually to play for my club, Glenville Celtic.
Yeah.
And then I got a call from Coach Bobby Williams. Williams was responsible for myself and Rio's development from a very, very young. He's from grassroots. He's been our development coach. And got a call and said the School of Excellence coach is here, Coach Mandla Mazibuko, the late Coach Mandla Mazibuko, may soul rest in peace. And Coach Kevin Johnson. Came down to PE. It was a windy Saturday. The wind was blowing. But we had trials, and I ended up being selected to go to School of Excellence. That was in 1999. So when the year 2000 came in the new year, it was still the new millennium. Back then, we all thought the world was going to end.
But it didn't end. It was a blessing for you.
Anyway, that's when it started. That's when I joined the School of Excellence. And,
how many of you?
I was 14 years old. It was two of us. Alano Groves. He ended up. He's a teacher today. He ended up going to America to study. That same year, actually, 2000. I was also afforded the opportunity to go. But I didn't think America was serious about soccer. So they call it soccer in America, not even football. Football is something different in America, So already I thought, if I want to have a career in football, then I don't think I want to do the football in America. So that's when it all started for me. And the two of us, obviously it was difficult the first year.
Of course.
I think it was tough. 14-year-old, away from PE, boarding school, different cultures, different languages. But you just try and adapt as much as you can. And the first year was really difficult. But I think after that, it was smooth sailing.
We had Coach Kevin here, actually. Told us how it all started with Coach Mandla and how they built it all up. And, you say you got there, it was really difficult. And I'm sure it added to the flavor to make it difficult because now, as you said, in Kabeja PE, you probably were already known, like you're a good player. Now you're getting there, there's other good players. How tough was it? How was that mix, with that elite type of talent that was all at School of Excellence? Yeah,
I think it was difficult in the sense that where you come from in the background you are and your friends you have. So you have to make new friends. You had to listen to different languages, but I was very into it, I was very into it and I tried to adapt as much as I can.
Sure.
Can speak Zulu fluently because of being at the School of Excellence. And I think when you have new people around you and you try and blend in with them and you try and learn their language and their culture and you come from a place of understanding more, it becomes a little easier. So the first year was all about adapting, learning different languages and getting used to the school.
And you actually emphasized that, Coach Kevin, and said, they built the school with that embracing all the languages, and every single player could speak multiple languages. Domza, Steven Pienaar,
Sean Potgieter all spoke fluent Zulu. Brent Karelse, all the languages.
Man, special. Let's run another promo to now put Daine on the spot. It did say he supported Pirates. As a kid, ended up there, which we're going to get to now. Do you remember visually what this was? We ran this on social media to ask the people to guess what game this was, what year it was. Do you sort of remember?
I've got no clue what year it is, but I think I was involved in one of those scuffles as well when I was playing for Pirates. No, I wasn't involved in the scuffle, but there were scuffles. I was just in the background like, guys, really, we're not here for this.
It gets heated in the Soweto Derby.
It's
the
emotional.
Answer is option 1. That was 2019 at FNB Stadium, November 2019 league game.
I think I was retired by then.
You retired by then. They all lighties to you. They call you Grootman. As you said, man, Daine, it's Soweto Derby week. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's excited. Have you been keeping up with what's going on ahead of Saturday's clash? Yeah,
of course. I think both teams, Pirates has been doing okay-ish for the past couple of weeks. I think Chiefs has been struggling. But I think form goes out of the window.
Of course.
My experience tells me whoever is in form is a team that ends up on the losing side. So whenever we were up, and Chiefs would beat us. Whenever Chiefs would be up, Pirates would win. So
you'd be motivated.
It's a bit difficult to predict. But obviously, I'm a bit biased. So of course, I'm gonna favor Pirates.
We already know where your money is. Man, the dream then happened as you built up to Pirates. You ended up from School of Excellence graduating to SuperSport United. How did that happen? I mean, I'm sure there were other options on the table.
Yeah, Coach. I think Coach Gunela Kopo had a big role to play in me joining SuperSport from the School of Excellence. We played a lot of league matches in the Bale tournament, and we came up against SuperSport a couple of times under 19. So
sorry that Ajax was always in the way.
No,
at the Bay Hill.
Yeah, no, Ajax. Look, Ajax. I had the first year was the school.
Yeah.
I think within 6 months,
Yeah.
I got invited for trial at Ajax Cape Town.
Yeah.
Coach Kevin arranged it for me.
Okay.
I had a trial and I had ambitions of going there.
Yeah.
I thought that was the place to be.
Yeah, it was
Stephen
always the
Pienaar
next
is there,
stage.
Dylan Shepherd was
Away,
there.
yeah.
So I think the amalgamation of Seven Stars and Cape Town Spurs was when Ajax Cape Town came. Ajax Amsterdam was involved.
Yeah.
I think that was everybody's dream to be in that environment and to
Yeah.
see what they did in 2000 by lifting the Rothmans Cup. So, I think that I was the school of my first year, so I mean that's what you aspire to do is to win trophies.
Some of the guys you were at
some
school
of the guys there's the guys they're doing it and we're watching them now, and that's all of us want to aspire to be there. So so I think that was obviously one of my dreams was to join Ajax Cape Town at the time.
Yeah.
But I think God had better things in store for me by SuperSport.
Yeah.
But I joined SuperSport upon matriculating.
Okay.
Matriculated in 2002 and then 2003 I joined SuperSports Academy under 19.
Nice.
Played there for 1 season and then I got promoted to the first team.
Yeah, so you caught a bit of Pitso Musimane.
Yeah, actually Coach Pitso came to watch me at the Bale when I was playing for SuperSport United in the Bale in the 19.
Yeah.
And after one match, he said, "Coach Kopper, now definitely, when the new season starts, I need to come train a little bit, get used to it, adapt a little bit to the first team, and then pre-season come and join fully."
Yeah.
So I think that's when it all started for me. Fortunate enough to have worked with a coach like Pitso. I think he's one of the best of.
And at that time, especially, I mean, I think people take it for granted that Coach Pitso went to the Bay Hill to go and watch.
Yeah.
I don't think too many first team coaches made that trip. They'd send someone else to go look. But this guy literally went to go monitor you guys.
The passion was second to none.
Yeah.
I think there's no fluke to where he is.
Yeah.
I think he's worked extremely hard and I was fortunate enough to be at the beginning.
Yeah.
That was the beginning stages of his career, how he grew and how he developed into becoming one of the best coaches in the country.
Sure. I mean, in my view, I think SuperSport at that time as well was like School of Excellence 2.0.
Yes.
Again now, because now you're all bunched up again, elite talent again, all selected. As you said, Coach Pitso selected each and every one of you guys from different places individually. And now you're all fighting now differently for that first team. How was that vibe?
I think it was good. When I was at the School of Excellence, I remember vividly Sundowns and SuperSport United was very, very keen on the School of Excellence talent. Super Noonans went to Sundowns while still matriculating at the school. I think that was inspiring for all of us as well. Having one of our peers playing for a team like Sundowns when they were winning the league with Chuku.
And he was playing,
And he was playing, the sensational, So I think that was very, very inspiring to all of us. And that's when you realize that, this thing is real and you can follow your dreams, basically.
Man, and then Coach Kevin, the change happened. Coach Kevin came. I think that's when the glory started then for you guys.
Yeah, we were more known as cup specialists under Coach Pitso Mosimane. I think to a certain extent we did sacrifice a lot when it came to the league for the cup.
Yeah.
We were always comfortable in the league, top 5.
Sure.
Top 8 was standard, we just didn't push on to the league, and we focused more on cup. So when Coach Gavin Hunt came, I think that changed.
Yeah.
I think Coach Gavin made it the bread and butter to do well in the league and end as high as possible. And his first season, actually the first 5 games we were 2 points, and we were rock bottom.
Yes.
I think there was a little bit of resistance because I think Coach Pitso's style and Coach Gavin's style of coaching is a little bit different. Every human being is different. My style of coaching to another style of coaching is completely it's different. It's very, very different. How I speak to players. True. And how we do things, how we do our sessions, etc., etc. That becomes a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because if you go to Barcelona and Real Madrid and them, they've got a way of doing things.
Yeah.
So every coach must
follow that.
In South Africa, it's more everybody must fit the coach's way. So if he leaves, someone new comes, he takes the ideas with him, and there's no philosophy. So different philosophies comes into play. But I think it was a at the beginning we all thought, maybe not the best move, maybe it's too different, maybe it's too contrasting.
Yeah.
But it ended up working. And so much so that we ended up winning the league 3 times in a row.
In a row, that's no small feat. I think the motivation for him was he was so close with Swallows the season before.
Yes.
When he left, he came second.
Yes, 100%.
And he actually didn't have a team as talented as you guys.
That's exactly what he said when he got there. It's like, hey, this I can do it with this team.
Oh man. And then, I mean, even without all that success, 3 titles in a row, I even said nobody touched that first trophy. You know, if there was a name given to the trophies, you know, nobody actually really touched that first Absa Premiership trophy ever.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot is said about that, you know. So it's no small feat, but with all that success, you know, I think you guys still had the means to continue, you know, and conquer even CAF if you could, but you ended up going to Pirates. What motivated that? Okay, I got a clue now.
Yeah.
Knowing that.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
but
knowing,
you're winning.
Yeah,
you know?
knowing what you know now, you know. So the question was asked, why are you going to a team that's not winning anything?
Yeah.
You know, but I think it was more than that for me. I think it was about progressing in my career.
Yeah.
I'll make it a small example. I'm at Supersport and I've got 4,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah.
You join Pirates and all of a sudden you've got 40,000 followers in the space of a week. You know, and that's the magnitude of the move, you know, and obviously the financial side of it as well. There's a lot of things to consider.
Sure.
Sundowns is also keen on me.
Yeah.
You know, the relationship between Supersport and Sundowns.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the time I just felt that Sundowns wasn't the right space to go into.
Sure.
You know, everybody signed, Sundowns signed big players.
Oh, yes,
they had their time when they won the leagues before us, you know, but I just felt that at that point in time, I just felt like moving to Orlando Pirates and trying to contribute to success over there. You know, let's see if I go there, if I can make a difference.
Yeah.
You know, so I went with that mentality. I went to Orlando Pirates to say, let me see if I can challenge myself and try and bring success to Pirates.
It certainly did work out.
7 trophies in 4.5 years. Yeah, I couldn't have asked 5 league titles in a row. So I think,
which one was more special of that time at Pirates? You know, there was a double treble, but which of those journeys was more special?
I think firstly at Supersport, the first league title is always,
of course,
you know, there's nothing that compares. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
So similarly, I was fortunate enough to have a first league title with Orlando Pirates as well. Yep. You know, so the first one is always going to be special.
I think especially there was a drought.
Yeah, there was a big drought before that, and we ended up playing all the finals that year. And I think 3 trophies. You know, I think it was fantastic. And then the next season, I think we missed out on the Telkom knockout that first season. And the next season, after we won the Telkom knockout, we were sitting with all 4 trophies at the same time. You know, so we basically conquered the PSL at that point in time. You know, so I think that was. To be fair, both of them in their own right was special because at the one side you're doing it for the first time. A bit of injuries in that first season for me. My shoulder, the second half of the season, I was a little bit doubtful, but I was close to the change room, close to training, knowing how this goes, you know, in motivating the guys, encouraging the guys, and obviously being there vocally and mentally, spiritually being there, you know, for the guys, encouraging them, you know. So I think the second year, obviously with Benny McCarthy coming in, you know, to win trophies with Benny McCarthy, it's also something special. So you really can't pinpoint, but like I always say, you know, if it wasn't for the first one, the second one wouldn't have been there. I guess it was the right energy that you guys needed, you know, to stay motivated because, as you said, there was a drought and then you got 3 trophies. So there could have been a dip because now you've done it, right? And you could have set back, but you know, adding Benny and you know the new faces might have added to that energy for sure. Winning that 5th title in a row, that 5th league title in a row, were you even aware what was going on? Did you even look at the record books? Were you aware you were that guy now, creating history? Yeah, it was. I think when we did it, you in the moment. You know, it's not about what you've done previously. It's about that moment of winning the league at that point in time and celebrating at Moses Mabhida. We've had great success as Pirates at Moses Mabhida. You know, most of the finals was over there, and most of the
league. Free kick by Benny.
You know. So I think if I really think about it, you know, I always said. And while I was playing, they asked me the question, and I would say to them, you know, I just got to keep going. Next season is again there. Let's enjoy this now and move to next season again. And one day when I'm done, I can reflect back then and really think about it and really absorb everything in.
Yes, man. I don't know if you would have absorbed it that time. I don't know if you would have stayed focused. It would have been so hard to stay focused. Let's run the promo. I want to put Daine on the spot about the English Premiership now. Tottenham Hotspur up against Chelsea. one team who's been up and down, but always thereabout in the European fight. Now in the top 4, Tottenham. Of course, Chelsea going through what they're going through at the moment. Who's your money on?
I'm Tottenham, so we're not in the top 4, we're 5. So we're struggling. We're there and thereabout at the moment. Not sure if Conte is in the last even, but I think Chelsea is struggling. I think it's an opportunity for Tottenham to take advantage of that. Especially after coming off last weekend's result. So I think Tottenham can again build. On last weekend's result of the 2-0 win. So I'm giving it definitely to Tottenham. But if I'm a betting person, I'd play Tottenham win and draw. Because all Chelsea's been doing is drawing. They haven't won a match.
That's your price boost for this week. So you can put your money on Spurs to win and both teams to score. So that's a tough one. I don't think it's a tough one, I guess, for Tottenham because they always concede. So you can't. I think
some
you can lean,
Chelsea as well.
You know what I mean. So you can lean on Spurs to win. Daine has already agreed on that, but also you can add to your price boost both teams to score. I think that's an easy bet.
Right? I think definitely. I think both teams will definitely score.
I think even without the number 9 at Chelsea.
No, definitely. No, they've got quality. There's more than enough quality there. You know, at any moment they can score.
It's just they can't keep the goals.
It's safer to say both teams to score.
Both teams to score. All right. I think from our conversation, everybody has picked up that you've rewritten legendary the record books, and you've got your status in the history of Mzansi football. You know, if they were not listening, then I think they didn't get it right. For whatever reason, you didn't manage to crack it with Bafana.
I think the most disappointing part of that was 2010 when I was the player of the season, winning the 3rd league title with SuperSport. That was leading up to the World Cup. So you're the best player in the league, but then you're not in the Bafana team. But I think I understood the dynamics, what played a role into that. There was a lot of things happening as agents, and it's World Cup, and it's this and it's that. So, all I could do was control what I could, which was have a fantastic season. Win I was top goal scorer at SuperSport, play the season in the league. So I don't think I could have done any much more to be in the World Cup squad. I mean, it's everybody's dream to play in the World Cup.
Especially it was on home soil.
But then the consolation for me was joining Pirates. Leading up to the World Cup, I signed a contract with Pirates because it was a shortened season. So I joined Pirates after the World Cup, and I think that was obviously motivation for me to go on and obviously try and give my all and continue controlling what I can, which is how I train, how I perform, the consistency and the contribution I make within teams. So it was never really, it was disappointing,
of course,
but I don't have any regrets because I could not select myself.
And if you think about it, I mean, you're able to reflect now back on it. Are you a guy, you came through the structures, School of Excellence, youth national teams?
Yes.
Ticked
all the boxes. Ticked all the boxes, but that's life. If you're going to expect things to be given to you, then you're going to set yourself up for disappointment. I didn't let it demotivate me. I think I've got a strong character. I think that's the most important thing is your character, scoring an own goal in the Soweto Derby, for example. So in front of 90,000 people, I mean, you got to have character for that. And luckily enough for me, after the World Cup, I went on and won 3 more league titles.
Yeah, man. I want to get into that. I saw that tweet this week, you saying memories, Soweto Derby memories. And of course you have fond memories, but because I saw that and I remember now, immediately when I saw it, it clicked. How the hell did you bounce back from that?
2 weeks of hibernation. Don't go anywhere. Training home. But I think it was important to understand what happened. I think when I digested it, it was difficult.
Of course.
But because Ruud Krol he always said, the day I got to Orlando Pirates, he always had a special thing when in his team talks. And he always mentioned, sometimes you got to do things with your head more than with your heart. So you see danger. Luckily, he lost the ball. Not especially when the dispossesses. You run back. You run back with your heart. We need to go and help now. You're losing the ball, and all of a sudden the ball is here by you, not even realizing it's here by you.
And you're still full speed.
Still full and go. So when Monday when I got to training, I spoke to Coach Rusko. He asked me, what happened? What do I think? What happened? I said, Coach, I think I just went there with my heart and not with my head. He said, thank you very much. as long as you understand, I think you're going to be okay.
Nice, man. And if you had that opportunity to sit with the former, like you did now with Ruud Krol, you know, that's an opportunity to reflect. If you had an opportunity to reflect with any of the former national coaches, you know, why they didn't select you, you know, would you want that opportunity, or you're happy with
I don't think I'd want the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because whatever reasons they had, I don't think it's valid.
Yeah.
You know, being the best player and not making the team.
Yeah.
To me, that's as much as I could have done.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have convinced anybody any differently.
Facts.
So for whatever reasons, you know, I've made peace with it.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to dwell on that.
I had a big tavern argument. Of course, we were under the influence.
Yes.
And people said you're not able to play. Maybe that's why.
From the School of Excellence.
And I was just, dude,
we play football.
You know, I have you here right now. I wish, you know, I hope the people that I was arguing with are watching. You know, it's so weird because
just because I was not a winger.
Yeah.
We used to play with 2 number 10s.
Okay.
At the School of Excellence. So a 3-man midfield.
Yeah.
So I used to play midfield.
Yeah.
So I would make runs into channels and go cross the ball. But
sure.
Because technically I was good when I got to Super Sport, everybody just, because I could cross the ball, all of a sudden I became a winger and I embraced it.
Cool.
You know, it wasn't my favorite position.
Yeah.
But the business needed to be done.
Yes, sir.
So at the back end of my career at Wits, I ended up playing inside.
Yeah.
And I played football. I dismantled Sundowns in the 2016 MTN 8 final. So to me, it was never an issue. You know, whatever people said on the outside about my style, and I didn't have a style.
Yeah.
At the School of Excellence, you taught every single style. That's what development is about. I was on the 17 national team, on the 20 national team, on the 23 national team.
So you
all of a sudden,
the
style doesn't suit him.
Oh man, I'm glad it's on record, because I was alone in that room, man, and you know, everybody just didn't understand what I was saying, because historically, as you said, you know, you grew up in that structure, 100%. In that mix. 100%. Yet there's guys who never even went up that structure that were in that team, ultimately in the Bafana team. Whew, I win that. I hope there was money on this, man. Do you think the standard has dropped in terms of the derby? There's excitement still, of course, you know, but, you know, there's always that thing. There's some people who've lost interest and they're starting, you know, not to attend as regularly as before.
I think everything has changed.
Yeah.
I think a lot has changed when it comes to the brand. I think a lot of teams have changed.
Yeah.
I think a lot of, I mean, you look at, for example, teams like Bidvest Wits.
Yeah.
Is gone, no longer.
Yeah.
You know,
those fans have defined
hope and Celtic, no longer. You know, so what's happening in the game is terrible, because the good teams are being let go of.
Yeah.
You know, the well-supported teams, Bloemfontein Celtic, for example.
Yeah.
People were affected emotionally by that. You know, whether they bring the team back, is people going to invest again in their feelings towards that?
The example is Swallows.
I doubt it. You know, and also, you know, with the club bosses coming in, I think there's not enough scrutiny. I think there's not enough, almost like, you know, FIFA has introduced something now. For you to own a club, you must have a license.
Yeah.
So go and study how a club operates, and then you come and do a club. But now you have a politician or a guy that's into tenders or whatever the case may be into football, and they don't understand the dynamics of football.
Yeah.
They don't understand the dynamics of structuring, development,
and that you won't make money.
You understand? They're there and they just see this thing as owning a club, and the league is suffering.
Yeah.
The league is suffering. You know, Sundowns is running away with it because it took Sundowns a long time to get to that level. Coach Pitso, when he went to Sundowns, he rectified everything. He put the philosophy in place. He put structure in place. You know, there's brilliant coaches there. The School of Excellence coaches is all there. Coach Madla Mazibuka was there.
Yeah.
Coach Floyd was there. Coach Sam Mbata is there running the development. So, I mean, those are people that was in development and that got experience.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why you see Sundowns are the way they are, because of the structures and the investment that was put in there. You know, and the rest of the teams are just falling behind.
Whew. And with that, I want to put you on the spot now. Of course, you've obviously going to choose Pirates. Who would you pick as a game changer for this weekend's match? And if you have a chance to sit down with that player, I'm going to give you that chance now to look at the camera and have that conversation with that player. What would you tell him?
I think when I look at Saleng, I think he's exciting.
Yeah.
You know, he really puts himself about. He's very tenacious, and I like the way he does things.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing that I can advise him is this is just the beginning for him. You know, he shouldn't get carried away by the hype. He shouldn't be carried away. He has to do it season in, season out. this season, next season, season after that, season after that. You have to continuously do that.
Yeah.
You know, and that becomes difficult sometimes. You know, I think of Lorch, for example.
Yep.
You know, one season he did fantastically, and then he went backwards a little bit. You know, so keeping the consistency, that's one thing I managed to achieve in my career.
Yeah.
You know, the consistency of every season, you know, being there, playing 28 games, between 25 and 30 games.
All the time.
You know, you have to be on that level constantly.
Yeah.
You know, so he's exciting. I think he can make a difference again.
Yeah.
He's done it before.
Yeah.
So I don't see him not doing well tomorrow. I think he's one player, but then if you look at the other side as well, I think the Keegan Dollies of this world as well. You know, any day, any time. I used to play indoor soccer with him. He's fantastic on the ball.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an exciting game. But I would like Saleng to really, you know, put his stamp his authority and work on the consistency of playing each and every game the same way.
There you have it, Saleng. You know, blessed by legend himself, Daine Klate, who's done it in those colors. Not only done it, you know, 5 times, you know, and many titles, but done it in your colors as well. Let's get to the fun part before we wrap up the show. Would you rather? Not going to ask you, would you rather join Chiefs or Paris? We know the answer to that. Let's start with an easy one. If your club had to sign anyone, you're a coach now. If you had to sign anyone, prime Cristiano Ronaldo or prime Messi?
I'd sign both if I had the Qatari money. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one. It's really. I think Messi, you know, after winning the World Cup, everybody would side with Messi. So I don't think I'm any different. He's left-footed, so let's become a little biased.
And size too.
Yeah, no, he's not very big and strong. And, you know,
Love that, man. You're about to take the deciding penalty. Would you rather face Itumele Nkune or Munib Josephs in goals to kick against?
I think if I have to face them any one of them, either one of them, in the 5th penalty shoot, 5th one, I know for sure that one of them, they're gonna definitely dive.
Yeah.
They're definitely gonna choose a side that you're gonna kick in.
Yeah.
So you just kick it straight. And you'll score.
Yeah, you definitely score.
And I did it to both of them. So I scored when I was at SuperSport. I beat Munib straight. When I was at Pirates, I think I beat Kune straight as well. Yeah, because both of them like diving.
I'm sure they watch Slim Cut and E2. And then, would you rather stay loyal at a below average team or join a rival and win a title?
It'd be. I think in soccer, if you want, in football, in soccer, in life in general, I think if you want loyalty, you must get a dog. I've seen Louis Figo, I've seen Jamitao, I've seen there's been a lot. You know, it's just about your gut feel at that point in time and follow through.
All right. Would you rather be the best and win player of the season, which you did, or be in a team that wins championships?
I think championships is more important to me than individual accolades. You can win how many individual accolades? I think there's not the same type of joy when everybody wins.
Yeah.
You know, when you win as a collective, it just becomes much more sweeter.
All right. Spoken like a man with many medals. I think Harry Kane might say different, but would you rather?
Another day.
Yeah. Final one. Would you rather have Prateni Jordan or Ivan Khoza take a penalty to save your life?
Oh, it's a difficult one. At the age now.
Right now.
I don't know if they're able to walk properly anymore, so I don't know. But I think Dr. Ivan Khoza for me, because I think the relationship I have with him. When I joined Pirates, you know, how he prepared me for what was about to happen to me when I joined. So definitely I think I'd give him the ball.
Sure. What did he say when you joined Pirates? What are some of the advice that he gave?
My life was in a change. It's a big brand. I need to take control of it. Don't get carried away. Don't get ahead of yourself. It was a normal conversation, but it meant a lot to me that he was the one who signed me. You know, physically. I met with him physically. You know, with my stepdad. Coming into the room, he was very impressed with me. Coming with my stepdad, not with an agent.
He doesn't
so
like
I think,
agent.
the first impression was everything. You know, and it was fantastic for me.
No, lovely, man. Thanks for joining us, Daine.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Absolute legend. We hope to have you again. I know we only touched a bit We only touched on the trophies. We haven't touched on the hard stuff, what it took to make it,
100%, 100%.
And the coaching,
100%.
that you're doing now with your badges, and wish you all the best, and thanks for joining us, man.
No, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, that's it from us. Now, to just remind you about payments, when you bet with SuperBets, payments are made within the hour via Ozo. Ozo brings you the SuperBets, and Ozo brings you the fastest EFT payout option in the game. Fast, and quick. With our new Ozo EFT payout voucher, your winnings will be paid directly into your bank account within the hour. You don't have to wait too long. It's not a transfer from bank to bank where you have to wait 48 hours. No, within the hour. So
pay and clear.
Pay and clear. Yeah, that's it from my side. Daine Klate, the legendary in studio. My name is Umjaka.